What's up, family? Trail here, and we have some breaking news that was just announced. It looks like the Republicans, or the GOP, have just canceled the IRS funding. This was something that was previously pushed under the Biden administration. And now that the GOP controls the House, they have some major changes that are coming this year. Now, we also have another list of changes that I want to share with you as well that Congress is planning on making this year. In addition to that, President Biden is in deep trouble right now, not only with the Republicans, but now he is in trouble with the FBI. I've got the details to share with you today, but before we get started, hey, you guys already know what to do. Make sure that you're subscribed to the channel, as well as hit the like button for the YouTube algorithm. Now let's go ahead and start with the video. Well, some breaking news. We did hear from the White House yesterday, in which they have now extended the COVID-19 public health emergency again. Yes, you heard it right. They have extended it once again. Now, it says that the Department of Health and Human Services on Wednesday officially renewed the ongoing public health emergency for the COVID-19 pandemic amid some concerns over a more transmissible viral mutation and a broad pandemic fatigue. Now, the announcement by the HHS Secretary Xavier Becerra marks the 12th renewal of this COVID-19 public health emergency, which was first declared by former HHS Secretary Alex Azar back in January of 2020. Now, again, guys, if you don't recall, this particular public health emergency declaration typically lasts for about 90 days before expiring, in which they also have to give a 60 days notice before canceling the declaration. So again, guys, they failed to do that within 60 days. So they pretty much extended it for an additional 90 days. Now, whether or not, guys, we will see this being continued to be extended throughout this year, I don't believe so, but that is just my personal opinion. I do believe that this will probably be the last time that it will be extended, especially if this new outbreak that is going on with the new variant doesn't necessarily pick up traction here in the United States. So anyways, guys, we'll just have to play it by ear as usual, because we don't know necessarily what the government is going to do in the future, but it all depends on what the COVID cases turn out to be, guys. So anyways, I just wanted to let you guys know that information. But in other breaking news, President Biden, yes, guys, they have now found a second batch of classified documents. What is going on? I mean, first Donald Trump and now President Biden. That is kind of weird. But anyways, guys, it does say that the second batch of classified documents has been found, in which these particular efforts by the Biden administration and his legal team found more secret papers, according to a person familiar with this particular matter. Now, it does say that President Biden's legal team found additional classified documents when they searched a second location after finding secret government papers in a different Biden office back in November, according to the person familiar. And yes, guys, earlier this week, an attorney for President Biden said that the president's personal lawyers had discovered a small number of classified documents at the Penn Biden Center. People familiar with the matter said that the discovery involved about 10 classified documents, but Biden's lawyers notified the government agencies and the Justice Department opened an investigation to see how the classified material got there and whether there was any other material that should be under government lock and key. So again, guys, yes, this is very startling, especially after President Biden called out the former President Donald Trump on his behalf of having those classified documents at his Mar-a-Lago estate. And now he is being faced with the same thing. How ironic is that, guys? But anyways, guys, that is just the latest information. But a lot of people are saying that when you compare President Biden's situation with the classified documents to the former president classified documents, they are not the same. In fact, it says right here that the Biden papers and Mar-a-Lago documents are like apples and oranges. Yes, we are hearing it from CBS, where they broke the bombshell news that Biden has stored a trove of government documents, including 24 classified documents in a private office. But anyways, this particular revelation sparked the inviting comparison between the Mar-a-Lago documents now being investigated by special counsel Jack Smith and the Biden papers. But this is the kicker right here, guys. This explains exactly what they're talking about with the apples to oranges. It says that the irony is not so clear as Comer suggests. From what is known publicly at this particular time, the Biden papers stand in sharp contrast in scale and importance to the Mar-a-Lago stash of documents. One is potentially criminal, which is Trump, and one is not criminal, which is President Biden. Yes, it says that Biden and Trump's classified documents involve two entirely different scenarios. The documents discovered in Biden's office had never been sought or requested by the National Archives or any other government entity. This was not true of the Mar-a-Lago documents. Trump attorney Christina Bobb signed an affidavit asserting, among other things, that any and all responsive documents accompany this certification. In other words, all the documents with the classification markings had been turned over. That statement was false. Yes, Trump eventually gave 15 boxes of documents back to the archives after serving a subpoena and executing a search warrant. Prosecutors found significantly more documents, the existence of which appears to have been concealed documents. And yes, guys, the apparent cover-up proves malicious intent. If it had been an honest mistake on Trump's part, he would have returned all the documents as soon as the government demanded them. The Justice Department, the DOJ, ordinarily requires a plus factor like obstruction before inciting in such cases. If Trump had done what Biden did, there would not have been an investigation. But anyways, it does say that it looks like the DOJ is not backing down from its investigation into Trump's retention of the classified documents, nor should it. But anyways, guys, it goes on with a total list of things such as the quality of the documents between the two, the storage of the documents between the two, as well as the classification markings between the two presidents. But anyways, guys, yes, that is exactly what they were talking about, the apples to oranges. They are kind of totally different scenarios. Although on face value, when you just hear about the statement in your ear, it sounds like both particular parties held classified documents at their particular off-site location. But anyways, guys, when you dig deeper, you see a little bit of a different picture. But anyways, guys, what do you think about this? Let me know down below in the comment section, guys, because this is definitely stirring up a lot of confusion out there between the Republicans and the Democrats, as if we don't already have enough issues as it is. But anyways, guys, we also heard from Senator Lindsey Graham, in which he is calling for a special counsel to probe Biden's handling of the classified documents. And yes, guys, we heard from him on Wednesday as well as earlier this week, in which, yes, guys, he said that the appointment of a special counsel is necessary to investigate Biden after Garland's announcement the appointment of career prosecutor Jack Smith to investigate the former President Donald Trump's possession of his classified documents from his Mar-a-Lago estate. He said in a statement that, look, I think if you believe a special counsel is necessary to assure the public about the handling of classified documents by Donald Trump, you should apply a special counsel to the mishandling of classified documents by President Biden when he was the vice president. That is what Graham said in a statement on Wednesday. But anyways, guys, like I said, I definitely want to hear from you to see what you guys are thinking about this whole situation. And pretty much, guys, yes, Biden is now in the eye of the FBI. And yes, guys, the FBI is under a huge amount of pressure right now in order to raid Biden's home after this particular second set of the classified documents has been found. So anyways, guys, like I said, this is turning into a world of a mess. We are probably going to see the same type of situation that is pretty much happening with the former President Trump right now, although I don't necessarily think that it is as significant as some individuals are thinking, but I could be wrong. This is not my first time being wrong. But anyways, guys, I just wanted to put that information out there to you so that you guys would know exactly what is going on with these classified documents. But anyways, guys, we do want to move on to another topic in which, yes, we heard previously were Senator Mitch McConnell. He was actually calling out the former President Donald Trump, calling him diminished in regards to his helping of other GOP senators run for the midterm elections. And he said that he pretty much hurt them. Yes, Mitch McConnell has called out Donald Trump, saying that he hurt the GOP party for 2022, according to their elections. And he said that, yes, he was pretty much trying to make swing voters see Republicans as being nasty, and he also attracted other Republicans on their chaos. Yes, guys, that is exactly what Senator Mitch McConnell was saying about the former President Donald Trump. And as usual, what can we expect from this particular message coming out from Mitch McConnell towards the former president? Well, we all know that the former President Donald Trump is not going to just sit down and let anyone talk about him. So yes, guys, he has had his comeback response as usual, in which, guys, just recently, a couple of days ago, it says that he called out Mitch McConnell on his Truth Social Network site. He said that, look, great job that Kevin McCarthy has now won the House Speaker role, but he said that we must now stop Mitch McConnell and his China flagrant boss, Coco Chow, which he is referring to Mitch McConnell's wife, which is sort of a racist comment. But anyways, guys, he said that it's as though he just doesn't care anymore. He pushes through anything that Democrats want. The $1.7 trillion bill, quickly approved bill of the week before, was horrible. Zero for USA border security. If he waited just 10 days, the now United Republican Congress could have made it much better or killed it. Something is wrong with McConnell and those Republican senators that vote with McConnell. Primarily them all. But anyways, guys, this is just a message in which the former president is calling out Mitch McConnell and his wife, Coco Chow, which is what he is referring to her as. But anyways, guys, he is saying that he is calling on the GOP and the Republicans to vote or not vote for Mitch McConnell. He's saying that we need to get rid of him, which, mind you, guys, Mitch McConnell just hit a record in which he is pretty much the longest senator, 16 years, in which Mitch McConnell has just received that great honor. So again, guys, depending on what side you're on, you definitely want to give kudos to him for 16 years of service on the Republican side. But anyways, guys, Trump is not happy with him and he's calling on the Republicans to get rid of him. But anyways, guys, last but not least, we do want to talk about some recent changes in which the GOP is now making. We all know that the GOP has recently gained control of the House. So now the Democrats are not controlling it anymore, and their first callings of orders have now been released. And one of the first ones on the list was that the GOP has just recently passed a bill to repeal the IRS funding boost that was pretty much passed under the Biden administration. That was pretty much their first bill that they needed to take up. But anyways, guys, it says right here that the House GOP passes a repeal of the IRS funding boost as its first bill in the majority. The House Republicans fulfilled a key campaign promise on Monday, passing legislation to rescind the bulk of an IRS funding boosted signed into law last year, marking the first bill passed by the GOP-controlled House this Congress. But anyways, guys, this particular bill, which is unlikely to see action in the Democratic-controlled Senate, passed in a party line of 221 to 210 vote on this past Monday. And yes, Speaker Kevin McCarthy announced that the first bill for the GOP-controlled House would be to repeal the new IRS funding in September, when the House Republicans released their Commitment to America midterm policy and messaging platform ahead of the election. Guys, we were talking about the IRS funding, in which was passed under the Biden administration, which was calling for a boost to the IRS to supply them with more money so that they can do more things in regards to those individuals that are avoiding to pay their taxes, in which this particular bill was calling for to provide $80 billion to the IRS. So that is exactly what they are talking about in regards to the IRS funding. Now, again, this particular $80 billion was in the form of going to be provided in over a decade, generally aimed at the upping the high income enforcement was included in last year's Inflation Reduction Act, according to the Democrats on their sweeping bill that they was able to pass. But it looks like now that the House is now being controlled by the GOP. They are calling to repeal all or majority of this particular IRS funding. So again, guys, yes, they are not happy about this funding because they know that this is going to hurt a lot of people that are making a ton of money by avoiding paying their taxes, which recently we just received the information in regards to the last 3 years of the former President Donald Trump's taxes as well, which we saw that he was particularly avoiding paying taxes as well. But anyways, guys, that is just another topic for another day. But Anyways, guys, I just wanted to share that information with you that the GOP is trying to prevent this new funding of $80 billion to be provided to the IRS. But ultimately, guys, it probably won't end up passing in the Senate at all because that is controlled by the Democrats. And then last but not least, guys, we also want to talk about these other things that Congress, or better known as the House, is going to be working on this year. One of the things is abortion. Another thing is China, as well as getting rid of big government. Yes, guys, the Republicans are gearing up to flex their U.S. House muscles in 2023. It says that right here that hours after Republican leader Kevin McCarthy finally cleansed the U.S. House Speaker, his party has already rolling out his initial legislative steps. Number one, the creation of committees to investigate China and the weaponization of the federal government, and a bill that could potentially limit abortion care nationwide. Again, guys, like I said, Congress is busy right now, especially on the House side, in which the GOP has now taken over with the new speaker being Kevin McCarthy. And yes, guys, they are just going to be trying to prevent or repeal majority of the things that were passed under the Biden administration. So again, guys, we are looking for a full year of excitement of a lot of things that are going to be happening, and I will try to keep you guys posted as usual. But anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed all of this information in this video today. Well, anyways, guys, hey, that's all I have for you today. But feel free to check out some of the items down below because there are some great offers for you to be able to support this channel, as well as some great ways for you to be able to make some free money or some free cash, such as you can get the Amazon Prime membership for free for 30 days. Or if you want to go ahead and get some free stocks, Webull has a promotion where you can get 12 free stocks just for signing up and depositing $1. Everybody has $1, right? But anyways, if you are interested in any of those, hey, please check out the links down below in the description. But anyways, guys, hey, if you enjoyed today's content and you want to see more, please go ahead, subscribe to the channel. It's totally free. And if you like today's video, then go ahead and hit the like button for us. It really helps out this channel, as well as it tells YouTube to share this video with others. But anyways, guys, hey, I appreciate you guys stopping by and watching, and I hope to see you on the next video. Peace.